Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome you to the Marketing to Millionaires Success Circle for our Training Thursday call. So I'm just going to give it a minute here for a bunch of you to jump on because I know you guys have this on your Google calendars. And if you don't, then please make sure that you subscribe to our Google Calendar so that you can not miss any of the amazing trainings and all of the extra events that we have coming up over the next several months, because we've got a lot of goodness in here for you. So for those of you who are brand new, my name is Kelly O'Neill, and I want to welcome you to our call today. If you are here watching this live, please do say hello. Make sure that you give StreamYard access so that you can say hello to me. I see a few of you saying hello to me, but I can't see your names unless you give StreamYard access. So give StreamYard access so I can see your name. And then the other thing is that, what was I gonna say? Oh, if you're watching this on a replay, just let us know that you're here and that you're watching this replay by saying #replay. All right, everyone. So today I've got a great topic for you. And what we're gonna be talking about is understand how millionaires buy. Like, I need to tell you all about how to crawl inside of the mind of the affluent, because they make buying decisions so incredibly different than any other place on the planet. But before we, like any other person on the planet, but before we jump into that, what I want to do is I want to introduce myself to you, because I know we have a lot of new people in here from the Marketing to Millionaire Summit, and I want to let you know about a couple of the things that are going to be coming up over the next couple of months. So first of all, if you are brand new here, my name is Kelly O'Neill, and I'm a brand marketing and profit strategist, and I specialize in helping entrepreneurs around the world market to affluent clients and then scale their businesses that way. So I have a lot of different things going on. I've got a couple different programs. I've got the Marketing to Millionaires Business Accelerator, which is learning about how to find affluent, attractive clients. I also have a program called the Profitology Business Incubator, where I help people then scale their businesses around that concept of marketing to affluent clients. Plus, I have private clients. I've got a couple books. I am the host of the Marketing to Millionaires podcast. Let's get a shout out to all of the people that are subscribed to our podcast. So I want to hear, I know you guys love it. So I'm super excited to be doing that for you guys. And, you know, in general, we just bring you amazing trainings here inside the circle to help you get acquainted with marketing to affluent clients and building your business. Especially right now with everything that's going on in the world, it's super important that you pivot your strategy. And the most effective way, and I'm not just saying this because I teach it, this is what I'm doing in my own business, is to start selling to people who are going to be less affected by the recession. And those are the people that are affluent, right? So super, super, super important. All right. So as you're jumping on, I see a lot of you. Hey, Audra, I see Maria, Amy. Thank you guys for all of the shout outs on the podcast. We have so much fun doing it. So that is awesome. What I would love for you to do is, again, make sure that you are subscribed to our calendar, because we've got a bunch of events coming up for you, and we're going to be adding even more. So the first one is on August 11th. I am going to be doing a live masterclass, the 5 essentials to be able to sell to affluent clientele. So if you are looking for the things that you need right now in order to be able to enroll affluent clients, I'm going to be covering it on that live masterclass. I'm also going to be announcing a special deal to our upcoming Selling to Millionaires event, which is coming up. It's going to be virtual, September 21st through 22nd. So mark your calendars for that. We're going to be offering some special early bird deals. That is what I will share with you. Okay, so we've got all those things coming up. And if you have any questions about that, of course, just always reach out to our help desk or to your personal profit concierge, and they can support you. All right, guys, let's dive into understanding how millionaires buy. So how frustrating is it when you do all the marketing, right? You're doing all the things, and you finally have figured it out. You're like, I'm booking appointments, like I'm booking ways for people to, to talk to people. And then you get on the phone with them, and you know you can help them. You know that whatever the services that you provide would be life altering to their life or their business. But then what happens is what? You get to the end of the call and they say, I would love to work with you, but I can't afford your services. And there's like, my hands are tied. I just can't afford it. And it's such a bummer for both of you, right? It's such a bummer for both of you. So what we teach in our Marketing to Millionaires program is how to attract the leads for you to get on the phone with that are going to be the right ones for you to be talking to. But the first thing that you need to understand is you need to understand how these people buy. You need to be able to crawl inside their mindset. I'm going to give you a sneak peek into that this morning. And the reason for that is because it affects everything you do. It affects how you talk to your ideal client avatars. It affects the offers that you make, because guess what? If you guys have been following me for any amount of time, you know the affluent do not want the same things as the masses. They don't. It'll actually dissuade them from buying from you. So you need to have these, it's going to affect your proposals. It's going to affect your pricing. It's going to affect how you deliver your services. It's going to affect all the things, right? The market research and understanding how they buy is absolutely critical. So in our programs, the very first module that we do is we teach everybody how to crawl inside that mindset so that you know exactly who you're talking to, right? Guys, look, here's the deal. We sell every single day, right? We sell to our children. You may not think so, but you sell to your children. You sell to your partners. You sell to people that you're trying to enroll in different things. Like if you're going out with your friends and you want to see a movie, you're selling the movie, right? And depending on who you're talking to, you're going to have that conversation differently, right? So if you know that, your buddy Jen hates scary movies and you really want to go see a scary movie, you're not going to share with her like, oh my gosh, you need to come to this movie with me. It's so scary. Like I'm going to freak. Yeah, it's going to be so freaky. Like you're want to take a Xanax after. Like that's not the way you're going to approach it. You're going to be like, hey, look, I have this movie I've been dying to see. I really want to spend time with you. This is so important to me. I wondered if you'd be willing to come with me, right? And look, it's a little scary, but I actually think it'll be a lot of fun because we can have this and that and the other thing. You're going to have a different conversation. You just had a sales conversation, whether you think so or not. You just did, right? We are always selling, whether we're in relationships to our, with our service providers, with the people that are providing to us. It happens all the time. So let's dive a little bit into how the affluent think, okay? Because this is important. So when they're making buying decisions, they are not, the most important thing to them is not money, right? What is their most prized possession? Let's drop it in below in the chat. Okay, let's drop the most prized possession to an affluent client below in the chat. In fact, there's really two things that are the most important to them. Let's see if you guys can get it. And you're trailing on me a little bit, so I'm going to give you a second because this is so important. Whoever just said time, bingo. That's number one. I'm seeing it time. There's one more. There's one more that is incredibly important, especially if you are in B2B or transformation. So getting their oh, Natalie, you're such a cheater. There comes the Marketing to Millionaires lead strategist in there saying time and results. All right, Natalie let it out of the bag for you guys. That's exactly it, is time and results. Okay, they're not interested in how things are happening. Yeah, totally. Actually, you guys are nailing all sorts of things. Time, energy, results, relieving the mental load, 1,000,000%. Convenience, health, right? Now, what does the health get them? It's not necessarily the health they're buying. What does that get them? Whoever just said that. Solutions. Adina said that. Solutions, right? So that's the first thing that you need to know. They're not buying something, they're not going to waste their time getting on the phone with you to just chit chat, right? You know, a lot of times when you're having conversations with mass affluent individuals who are not really yet in the land of that committed decision, they'll jump on the phone with you, and like, how many of you have ever had the opportunity, or not the opportunity, how many of you have ever had the experience of jumping on the phone with someone and they were like, oh yeah, no, I didn't have any intention to buy, I just wanted to see what was up and you know, spend 30 minutes with you. How many of you have ever had that happen to you? Okay, your affluent clients will not do that because they're like, what? Why would I waste my time just sitting on the phone chit-chatting with someone? The only reason that they are getting on the phone with you is to get a solution to whatever the problem is that you're solving, right? That's the only reason, right? They're not getting on there. Now they may be talking to a couple different people, depending especially on how big the ticket is, but they're never going to get on there and just chit chat. Like, that is such a waste of time, right? And in fact, most likely what's going to happen is they're going to have it vetted. Like, we're actually in the process of hiring someone right now. My team is actually researching and pre-vetting people before I get on the phone with the top 3, because I don't have time, right? I need to make the most out of my time. Okay. So what you need to do is that is what you need to understand. They are not there unless they're looking for a solution. Okay. And whatever that solution is you provide, again, that's part of your marketing. You need to be clear in what that is. And is that a solution that your affluent client, you know, what is the pain or the pleasure your affluent client is seeking? How do you provide that experience or solve that pain? Really important, right? In order for you to have a good sales conversation. Okay. So when you're on the phone with them, I'm going to peel back my head and I'm going to share with you what's going on, because I literally have just made a bunch of different buying decisions. Okay. So again, knowing that I have a specific, so let's just take this in business, because I've just actually signed up with two different people. I'll take a business example and a personal example. So in business, we've just hired a new social media agency. Okay. So we just hired a new social media agency, and I was looking for something very, very specific. I know exactly what I want. Now, sometimes your affluent clients may not, but I'm in business. I was hiring I teach business. I was hiring for a B2B position, and I knew exactly what I wanted, and I knew exactly what I was looking for. So the first thing that's going to happen is I am going to either go off of a referral, or I'm going to be searching and asking for information. But either way, no matter what's happening, no matter what's happening, let me just tell you what is happening. I'm going to go and Google these people, right? I'm going to go and see, like, are these people an actual, good use of my time? Okay. So that's number one, because again, it's all about not wasting time and getting to the solution quickly, because your affluent people don't want to sit around in pain spinning their wheels, because they know that just ultimately costs them time and money. And that is not good. Right. So they're going to go and search you, and then they're going to get on the phone, and basically this is what's running through their head. Is this someone that obviously I know them now. Is this someone that I like and that I have a good instinct and trust them, right? What they're looking for is for you to be the provider of solutions in that conversation. So if you are not sitting in the driver's seat as an expert, like, imagine if you ever went to the doctor and you said, I'm having all these symptoms, and they're like, well, gee, I don't know. I mean, like, it could be this, or it could be that, or it could be, I'm not really sure. Like, but let me tell you about my packages that we have. You would be like, really? Like, you do even know what you're talking about? You want a doctor that's like, got it. So here's what I'm hearing. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to run this test. We're going to do this. We're going to create a strategic plan for you. We are going to, get you back in here in 2 weeks. In the meantime, I'm going to have you be doing this, this, and this. You want someone who's going to take charge and solve the problem. That is what your affluent clients are looking for. Like, if I have to solve the problem for you, I'm not hiring you. If I don't think you can solve the problem for me, I'm not hiring you. So that is it. You want people that are going to take. So whoever said earlier, something to the effect of reduce the mental load, at this point, I hire for reduction of mental load. If you are stressing me out more than solving my problems, you will not be in my life very long, right? I am looking to offload things, not onboard another problem. So you've got to be the provider of the solutions, and you can't be wishy-washy about it. Like, you need to stand in your expertise, stand in your solutions, and stand in your value. Okay, that's number one. All right. So number two is let's look at this another way, right? So what's going to happen is, on that call, they're going to evaluate you. You're going to go over the proposal, and depending on how big the proposal is, you might need to have another call, right? If you're doing a $100,000 proposal, you're probably going to have 2 calls. Maybe I've literally had someone close, a $10,000 or $25,000 proposal, literally sitting by the side of a pool, right? And with, a 15, 20-minute conversation. They're like, yeah, I got it. You're an expert. We know. I got it. You can solve this. Let's go. Like, they don't want to waste time. So they want to get going. And oftentimes when you ask them, the biggest question, or when you sign them, the biggest question they're going to have is, right, is how fast can we get started? When can we start? How soon can I get results? They're at a forward clip, right? So when's the payoff coming, right? When am I going to start having less pain around this? Okay, so that's a business to business. Okay, let's look at a personal. It's really the same. It's the same thing. The difference is, like, if it's transformation, I just hired actually someone to help me with some health stuff. And it's really interesting in hiring that person. A lot of entrepreneurs, they want to tell you all the ways that they're going to solve your problem. Most of the time, your affluent clients don't care. Now, sure, there's going to be some people that have that personality where they're like, I like the details and I want to know and I want to see the things. But most of the time, they're not going to care. Like, she comes back to me and she's like, okay, I got your labs back and let's go over this. And, like, I want to dive into the labs and I want to tell you exactly what's going on. I'm like, just give me an executive summary. She's like, don't you want to know about how you're metabolizing this? And I'm like, not really. I'm like, is this why I'm tired and not losing weight? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, great. What's the solution? Just tell me what to do. I'm just going to do whatever you say. So just tell me what to do. And then literally she's like, you don't want to go over this? I'm like, no. I mean, do I need to? She's like, no, I went over it for you. I've written the plan. I'm like, no, I don't want to go over it with you. Right? Just tell me what to do. Like, I'm going to do it. Okay. So it's really it can be a much faster buying cycle. And also, here's the deal. Here's the deal is the only thing that's going to stop you from getting that sale is to get in your own head. That's the deal. When you take yourself out and you make the sales transaction about you instead of solving someone's problem or providing a solution, that is where you're going to get in your own head and your own way, and you'll lose the deal. Okay. So it's really about you being a provider of solutions and being the expert in the provider of that solutions and being able to directly and succinctly provide those solutions to the client on the call. And that's part of what we teach in our Marketing Millionaire selling script. Okay. So again, you've got to show up when you're getting inside of the mind of the affluent you've got to really talk to their pain points. Money is not rarely ever an issue, right? I mean, maybe if you're talking about, like, they're seeking one consultant and it's $250,000 and one consultant's $100,000, they might be like, well, price factor, weighed into it. But actually, that's still not what they would make their decision based on. Right? Money's recoverable. In their mind, money is easy to make. So it's not about the money. It's what's going to get me the better results. I will pay more to bank on the idea of getting the better results. Your affluent clients will pay more. In the last couple of weeks, I've actually sold about $150,000 of consulting services. And all of those sales took me about an hour and a half total. With ease. With ease. It was literally just understanding this client is having this problem. Here's the proposal to solve the problem. We get on the phone. We go over the proposal. Do not send proposals out without going over them, guys. You send out the proposal and you're like, so cool. When do you want to start? You know, what else do you need? What comes up for you? What objections, although I wouldn't say that, but what comes up for you? What questions do you have? What concerns do you have? And then they'll tell you, like, and I will tell you, guess what their concerns will be around? Most of the time, it's not around money, right? When you're selling to mass affluent, you're talking to people that are not mass affluent, excuse me. When you're talking to the masses, you're talking to people that are more price conscious. And so they are making decisions based on the best price they can get, not the best results. Your affluent clients are making decisions based on the best results they can get and how quickly they can get them and how much they trust you to be able to guide them to having that experience or to having those results. So that's where you need to shore up. You could be charging more than anyone else in your marketplace. That is not a deterrent. In fact, that's I wonder why they're charging more than everyone else in the marketplace. Like, what is it that they know? What experience are they going to be able to provide me? What growth are they going to be able to get me? What results are they going to be able to get me than these other people can't get? There's something there. So they are more likely to go to that for something that is well positioned. Right? Now, if you're a commodity, that's a different story. But they are much, 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 much easier to sell to. Okay, I want to see if there's any quick questions for this. It's absolutely essential that you understand the affluent mindset when you are looking to market to them, when you are looking to sell to them. That is the first step. It's the first step of it is the first step of the Marketing to Millionaires program that we teach. You completely have to understand your buyer, otherwise you will not be able to communicate effectively with them. If you do not understand someone, you cannot communicate effectively with them. You don't understand what their pain points are, you don't understand what their needs are, you don't understand what their solutions are. Remember, I'm going to say this and then some of you are going to be like, what? Your business is not about you necessarily. Right? If you're in a service-based profession, I mean, of course, do I want you to set up a business that's going to work for you? Absolutely. Do I want you to do something you're passionate about? Of course. Do I want you to make all the money you want and have things work for you? Yes. But when it comes to marketing and selling, it's not about you. And so many people they make it about themselves. Well, but what I can do is I'm certified in all of these different things. No one cares. Right? No one cares unless you're a plastic surgeon and then we want to make sure you're board certified, right? Aside from that, no one cares. No, they're like, but I have this special technique in this, this thing and that's not a consideration. It's, can you get me the results faster than anyone else? And can I have what I want? That is what you need to be looking for. And the more that you try to enroll someone that's affluent, maybe even like you buy, like, let's just say you're not as affluent as you want yet. Okay. So let's just say that you're not as affluent as you want yet. If you continue to try to enroll people from the mindset of where you are, that's not going to be helpful. You need to surround yourself around individuals that are lifting your mindset higher and giving you this purview all the time, right? You want to be around these other people that are raising the bar higher for you so that you can step into that. You don't have to be a millionaire to sell to millionaires. You don't. That's not a requirement unless, unless you're teaching someone how to become a millionaire, right? Like then, yeah, you need to walk your talk, but that's not a prerequisite. I don't check people's bank balances before I hire them, but I do check for, and your affluent clients do check for what we call cognitive dissonance, right? Is there cognitive dissonance going on? Are you a personal trainer that's highly overweight? Dissonance. Are you a financial advisor who is broke and filing for bankruptcy? Dissonance, right? Are you a brand marketing person whose brand looks horrible? Dissonance, right? You have to be in alignment. You have to be in alignment in order to market your services. And you can charge when you are in alignment and you've got a great service that provides amazing solutions. When you are in that place, you are going to find that your business is going to grow exponentially. And it does not matter if we're in the middle of a recession or in COVID. People that are more affluent are actually more likely to invest right now. People are running around right now, snatching up properties that people are fire sailing, right? They're running around building their teams out with more affordable labor. Now is the perfect time to be working on this. So I saw one question in here. I'm wondering if there's something similar in the case of art. How can I learn what affluent people are looking for art? Well, you can study with someone like me who knows those sorts of things, right? So everyone's different, and it doesn't really matter what you're selling. So even if you're selling art, you're selling an experience, right? Or you're selling an investment piece. It's one of the two, and it's the same. You have to understand what your potential buyer is looking for. Are they looking for something that is unique and no one has? Are they looking for up and comers? Are they looking for a statement piece? Or are they looking to buy like a Banksy? Like, what's their deal? Like, different people are going to buy differently. That's why it's important for you to understand your ideal target audience. We teach all of this in the Marketing to Millionaires. We teach all of this in the Marketing to Millionaires Business Accelerator of how you can get around that. So if that's something you guys are interested in talking to our team about, let us know. But you got to get inside their mindset. The other thing I want to suggest for you guys to do is, because you can go out and research. I do hundreds of hours of research every single year to bring you guys the most up-to-date information about what's working and what's not working with your affluent clientele. Obviously, I'm keeping a deep eye on that with what's going on right now, and there are some subtle shifts, but the masses are starting to pull back, right? They're being like, oh, this is going on for longer than I thought. I'm feeling insecure. I don't know what's going on. I better hold on to my money. They're making fear-based decisions. The affluent are like, yeehaw, let's go. Now's a great time to get ahead and pull ahead in the market. And they also understand how to pivot around the strategies. Like, failure is not an option. So it's not like they're just going to let their businesses go down. I was actually talking to a guy the other day that owns about 12 restaurants. I said, what are you doing? He's like, yeah, only 3 of my restaurants are open. He's like, got to pivot. He's like, so I'm starting up a hard seltzer company in Australia, and this is why I did it. And there's a market hole there, and I'm doing this and that and the other thing. That's how your more affluent entrepreneurs are going to think. And remember, a large majority of your affluent entrepreneurs are business owners, right? They're self-employed business owners. So they are thinking like entrepreneurs. They're making decisions from that place of how do I get forward. All right, guys. So this is a good summary of, I would love to know, like, the 3 things that, thanks, Alice. Alice says, I'm so much further ahead in my business because I recognized I needed this truth and expertise from Kelly and team. Thank you. And we're so happy to have you here. Alice is actually a part of our Marketing to Millionaires Business Accelerator. So I want to know what, like, the top nugget that you got was, right? The top nugget, the top 3 nuggets. What are the things that you're like, I really need to go back and shift this again? Yeah, if you guys, I just saw someone say, can I have the info on our services or our service offerings? So one of the things that you can do is just reach out to our help desk, or if you have a personal concierge, reach out to them. They should be in your inbox. Or you can look below. My team will drop something for you to get on a consult call with us. And we'll talk to you about it. We don't do hard sales here. We have a very specific clientele that we work with who are, really looking to master this market. So we don't do hard sales. We find out where you are in your business, see if it's a good fit. If it's a good fit, we'll let you know what we do. And if not, we'll refer you to someone who might be a better fit. Also, don't forget, register for the Selling to Millionaires Masterclass on August 11th. This is not going to be here in the circle. It's going to be outside the circle. So if you go to sellingtomillionairesmasterclass.com, you can register. Our amazing Jasmine Claro just dropped the link here for you below. I want to thank you guys for joining us today. Thank you so much. I hope that you're having an amazing day. Over the course of August, you're actually going to see a lot of, if you're following me on social media, I'm actually going to be taking about a month off, partially. I'm going to be here around. I'm still going to be doing Training Thursday, but I am actually like only working a few days a week and only for a couple hours a day. But I'm going to be in Lake Tahoe, where it's cooler than here in Las Vegas, where it's 113. So check out my, you can check out my personal Facebook profile for my adventures. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much. If you know someone that you think would benefit from the Selling to Millionaires Masterclass, please do share it. It would mean the world to us. Until next time, I'll see you guys next Thursday on Training Thursday. Bye, everyone.